Welcome to More Business, More Life. And we are talking about sales this week. And today I want to talk about how you need to choose your clients. Do not allow them to choose you. How do we do this? So often we're pitching, and we talked a lot about that in the last episode, and we're hoping that our client chooses us. We're like putting on the best song and dance that we can and saying, hey, choose me, I'm awesome. And the reality of this is it's a mistake. You know, I talked about this in some episodes a couple weeks ago about only working with your wow clients. And in fact, I did 5 episodes in a row about how powerful it is to only work with wow clients. So if you missed those episodes, go back and watch those, because it's so important. It's changed my life. It's changed my client's life. And then I want to talk a little bit about this whole idea of choosing your clients. I mean, I think it's your responsibility to choose your clients and to teach your sales staff to choose the right clients to work with the company. Because when the wrong client comes in, a whole bunch of stuff happens. Number one, it ends up becoming, it can become very negative. It also can cause them to be upset. So then they're going to go off and maybe even give a bad review and all of these different things. And it also is what tends to make sales feel icky, because you're trying to convince someone that otherwise probably shouldn't work with you to work with you and spend money with you. And then they're even more disheartened when they find out that they didn't get the result that they needed. So when you actually decide if somebody should use your product or service and it is going to be a benefit to them, then and only then should you make the offer. So the whole goal of sales, and I'm not going to get into the sales process that I use, we do teach that in our win-win weekend. And in that 4-day program, we teach exactly the process that we use. But ultimately, in a nutshell, what you need to know now is in that it's asking the right questions, basically interviewing. Let's put it that way for today. You're interviewing your potential clients and then deciding if it's a good fit. And if it's a good fit, then you make the offer. So this is for like bigger ticket items, right? That you're going through that specific process. But it could even go to online products and different things. As you get your sales copy or like the description around a product, and even if it's in store, if it's in retail and you're talking to somebody, you have to ask a few questions to see if it's a good fit. And in your copy, if it's online, you can actually tell who this is for. A lot of times I always teach people, who is it for? What's the pain that it's solving? And what is the result that someone can achieve or have by using your product or service? And when you answer those things, then it makes it easier to get the right sale. Because even if you have a product online, you don't want to haphazardly sell it to everyone you can. I mean, maybe that is your game, but notice, I got to turn those notifications off so this doesn't happen again. Notice that it is causing a problem if the wrong people buy from you, because they're going to make a bad review. And people look at that, especially with online sales. They look at what is the reputation of your company. So if you want the reputation to be sour, then go ahead and sell to anyone. It's short-lived. You might make a few bucks today, but then tomorrow, the next day, it's going to be harder and harder. And then if you're doing any ongoing services, then forget about it, because now you have to service that client that then is going to be unhappy and start causing a huge negative ripple in your business. So it is your responsibility to ask the right questions, find out if they're the right fit, and then when you do that, then everything goes amazingly well. And this is what I brought up in the previous episodes. When you only work with wow clients and you only allow wow clients to work with you, it increases results. Because they're having a wow experience and you tend to have a wow experience too. It comes together, they're getting more results. Then number 2, it brings more revenue. They're likely to buy from you again. They're likely to spend more. They'll probably pay for your product as it's a premium. And they'll also refer other people, which comes to the next 2. It brings raving fans, right? So they're writing reviews and they're referring people, which also brings more revenue, like I just said. So this is an amazing transcendence. It's like the only way that I make offers is only make offers to the people that want to work, that should. Obviously, they have to still want to work with you, but So it doesn't mean that everyone that your product or service is going to be right for are going to say yes, but a hell of a lot more will if you follow this process. So I really want you to stop trying to convince others to work with you and actually find the right people, and don't allow people to pick you. You pick your clients. I hope this is helpful. Let me know what was the most useful of this video. Ask questions so that I can better serve you in future episodes. And then if you really like this, subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified every time we release a new episode. We'll see you tomorrow.